Tech for Seniors. Eleanor stared at the sleek, dark screen of her new tablet. It was a gift from her grandkids, meant to bring her closer, but it felt more like a wall of glass between them. Every tap and swipe was a confusing guess, leaving her feeling more disconnected than ever. The familiar chime of her smartphone was a comfort. It was her friend, Arthur. "Still wrestling with that gadget, Eleanor?" He chuckled. "You should join me for Tech for Seniors. It's all online, and it's been a game changer for me." Eleanor was hesitant. An online class? But Arthur sounded so confident and happy. "We learn right from our own homes," he promised. "Mondays on Zoom, and Thursdays on Facebook or YouTube. You don't even have to change out of your slippers." Eleanor smiled, a spark of hope igniting. "All right, Arthur. I'll give it a try." On Monday, Eleanor sat nervously in front of her tablet. Following Arthur's instructions, she tapped a link he'd sent. Suddenly, a grid of friendly faces appeared on her screen. A man with a warm smile, Ron, waved from his box. "Welcome to Tech for Seniors, Eleanor. My co-host Huey and I are so glad you could join us." Ron's lesson was clear and patient. He and Huey shared their screen, and a large version of a tablet's display appeared for everyone to see. They started with the basics, video calling. "This is how you can see your grandkids' smiles," Huey explained. Eleanor watched, intrigued, as the confusing icons began to make sense. After the class, Arthur sent her a message. With his encouragement, Eleanor tapped the screen. A moment later, her grandson's face filled the tablet, breaking into a huge grin. "Grandma!" "It's you!" he shouted. Eleanor's heart swelled. The glass wall was gone. Now it was a window. On Thursday, Eleanor tuned into the Tech Talk Thursday show. It was her new friends, Ron and Huey, hosting. They were discussing the latest smartwatches. "This new one can even remind you to take your medicine," Ron exclaimed, holding it up to the camera. Huey laughed. "And it tracks your steps, so you know if you've earned that extra biscuit with your tea." Eleanor watched, fascinated. The show sparked an idea. Eleanor had been wanting a new watch. After the show, she called Arthur. "Did you see that smartwatch, Arthur?" "I think I'd like one," she said excitedly. "A great choice, Eleanor," he replied. "Let's look them up on the Tech for Seniors website. They have a guide on how to choose the right one." Just as Arthur said, the website, www.techforsenior.com, was a treasure trove. They found a comparison guide for smartwatches, with videos explaining each feature. Eleanor followed the steps, feeling confident as she navigated the site. It wasn't just for classes, it was a library of knowledge, available anytime. Eleanor's world had grown bigger and brighter. She shared photos with her daughter, video chatted with her grandkids every week, and even researched new gardening tips online. The tablet was no longer a wall, but a bridge, and she had crossed it with confidence, knowing she was connected, capable, and safe.